can do it. We just got to, yeah, 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 yeah. I know we can do it. Sure we can
Hello, it's day 50. I have come to the end of my 50 days of harvest project, and well, it's been quite a long time. I didn't really know when I started just how long 50 days would feel. I know how long 50 days are, but it feels like it's been going on for quite a lot longer. Anyway, what an amazing time. I started out aiming to harvest at least £5 a day, and after a week or so I realised that actually a target of £250 over 50 days was unrealistic, because I was going to get to there quite quickly. So I doubled it up to 500, and after a little while I increased it again. So my target became £750 in 50 days, and 2 or 3 days ago I surpassed that, and I actually can't explain to you how exciting it is, or how comforting it is to know that we've got that much food stored away for us over the winter. So today's harvest has, as you can imagine, been, well, it's been a bit of a bumper one, because I just wanted to have harvested as much as I could have for today. So £20 of winter squashes, 2 small Japanesey type squashes, and a slightly larger one, and this is a blue Hubbard, a spaghetti squash, something I don't know what it is, but it looks nice, and another Turk's turban type squash. £3 of tomatoes, £3 of Greek gigantes beans that were completely depodded and blanched and popped in bags to go into the freezer. And that took my total up to 793, and I thought I'd make it neat and tidy, so I have just spent a nice half hour or so chopping up a final £7 of apples to get into the freezer as stewed apples, and that takes my total up to £800. £800 of food harvested in 50 days.
I know we can do it. Sure we can do it. We just got to, yeah, 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 yeah. I know we can do it. Sure we can do it. We got to.
So, hello. £800 of food in 50 days.
Yep.
Against a target of £750 of food in 50 days. It's a grand total of 106%. So let me present you with the cup. Which is...
Hey.
Well done.
Thank you. Tea.
I know the way to a woman's heart. This woman's anyway.
Yay. Yeah, it's been poor Mr. J has had to put up with the kitchen being, well, like a processing
plant.
and that's not going to it's not going to stop, it's just going to slow down now, isn't it? There's still quite a lot left to harvest this year, but it doesn't need to come in now. The winter crops can stay in the ground over the winter because they're frost hardy, and we'll just harvest them as we need them. So there's an awful lot still to go, actually. Purple sprouting broccoli and cabbages. There are over 200 leeks. There's a large bed of parsnips, Cavolo de Nero kale and Savoy cabbages. There are the fabulous white kidney beans from inside the runner beans. Some of these are well over a foot long. There's more purple sprouting broccoli, January king cabbages, spring greens, all the Greek gigantes beans that fell over in the wind, some herb seeds, And leaves.
And of course there's quite a lot of meat to be processed in the next 2 to 3 weeks as we reduce the flock numbers.
Yep, 35 chickens and 19 ducks.
Yeah, so as the autumn turns into winter and the winter turns into deep winter, it's going to lessen, but obviously there'll still be stuff coming through. I know you've got the winter onions and winter carrots going in, and so yeah, I know that you know that total of £800, that's £800 in 50 days. That's a large fraction, but it's still a fraction of
what this year's total
will be.
Yeah. So what I plan to do probably in November is to give a grand total of everything that we've harvested this year. So that won't include the plants that was the seeds that were sown the year before for us to harvest in the spring. But everything that has come from seeds sown this year, from the trees this year, from the birds this year, from foraging, from gifts, and from swapped foods, because we've done quite a bit of that.
Oh
as well.
yeah, nothing wrong with a bit of bartering.
No, nothing at all, none at all. So yeah, so some point in November there will be a grand total, and we'll just look at how productive a small patch can be. Anyway, so we're very pleased.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm very excited to know that
we won't starve.
No, we won't. Yeah, which is, you know, actually that's a really important thing.
Yeah, we're going to be able to eat through the winter.
Very well.
Nice healthy stuff. And
so, what next? What we're actually going to do is we're going to take a couple of days off. So there may not be a vlog tomorrow or the day after, because I just want a bit of a rest and refresh, and Mr. J is on holiday from work, and I think we quite like to...
Yeah, I'm on holiday from work, so she's got this massive list of things for me to do.
So Mr. J is on holiday from work, and we have a few things we might like to do. And so, wherever you are in the world, and whatever you've been up to today, I hope it's been a good one for you, and I also hope you can join me again when we come back